Good morning. Welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. So, earlier this week I told you that my daughter was sick. Spidey girl was sick. Now, both of my children are sick. And so I am kind of stuck in the house today. But on the flip side, I'm not stuck in the house. I can run out and come back. I am going to move the quail outside today. A few people gave me a good idea as it relates to getting them outside. And so they are a little over 4 weeks, probably closer to 5 weeks today. And so I'm gonna run out and see if I could find some bag straw. I do not want a whole bale of straw or hay. And then I'm gonna also pick up, 2 more waters, because I did some research too. And it said that you can put them out and they can have somewhere to hide. You should give them places to hide. Or you can kind of quarantine them in the area they're gonna be so that they can see each other, but they can't actually get to each other, or you don't have to do that. So it also said that I should make their space look a little bit different so that the quail that have been out there won't be territorial. So I'm gonna get some bag straw, hopefully, to get some new waterers and move those waterers around that are already in there. And I'm gonna put the quail out today. So I'm thinking of either Tractor Supply or my local feed and seed store. I know Tractor Supply sold it in the summer. I don't know that they are selling it now. So we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna take this run and see what I can find. So I didn't find any bag straw, not where I went, and I don't really feel like going anywhere else. Plus I need to get back home to check on my children. So I'm gonna stick with the pine shavings for now, and then I can order offline. So it is a beautiful fall day today. We are supposed to get into the 80s. The garden is looking amazing, y'all. Like, those snapdragons are so pretty. Can y'all see them? They are so pretty. I can't wait for them to get a little bit bigger. So let's talk about all the stuff I need to get done today. First and foremost, I have got to get this wheelbarrow with the compost out of the walkway, because it is on the way to the chickens and we go there every day. I have to get this garden bed put up. I believe I'm gonna plant out my garlic today somewhere. I have to find a spot. I am thinking though, because garlic doesn't really grow in the winter, it's just getting its roots. I'm thinking that I can buy some finished compost from the store, or I can sift some of my compost that's pretty much finished and go ahead and top this bed off and plant the garlic in there. So I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see. I have to move the quail like I talked about earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and put them out in the quail area, but before I can do that, I have to clean the quail area and I have to get it set up for them. What else do I need to do today? I also want to go ahead and start my onion seeds because I still have time. I think my little chart from my local feed and seed store that I said that I can plant onions out until like sometime at the end of November. I want to go ahead and get those seeds started today. What else? I kind of want to pull the loofah vine down. So Monday after next, we're supposed to get our first frost, like 31, that's what it's saying. And so I kind of want to go ahead and pull that loofah vine down. I also have the amaranth that's still left. It's not growing anymore. It is done. And I want to try and go ahead and get the seeds out of this. I can hear them falling when I touch it. So I know they're in there. Even if I don't have enough to like do anything with grain wise, I can save the seeds. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and get that done today too. And at last, I'm gonna cut these peppers. I'm just gonna cut the peppers. The only one that I'm on the fence about is this one, because there's so many on here. I showed y'all that my last video, I think. But the rest of them, they're just gonna go ahead and go, and I'm gonna move these bags over onto the fence line. What are you doing in your garden right now? Like, I'm still doing so much. I feel like maybe I'm behind on like the cleanup part of it. Maybe because I was not wanting to pull things out. I just feel like I still have so much gardening to do. What are you doing in your garden right now? Are you growing a fall garden? If you are, do you still have summer stuff in your fall garden? Like, am I behind? So I need to go take this sweater off because it's gonna get really messy out here, I'm sure, and have on my good shoes. So I'm gonna go and change. All right, so I have done the quail area. I also did some stuff in the chicken coop too, but we're gonna go ahead and get the quail. It's a beautiful day. There shouldn't be too much of a change in the weather because it's very nice out here today. So we're gonna go and get the quail and we're gonna move them outside. All right, so we're gonna get them. I have a box. I'm just gonna put them in this box and we're gonna take them outside. My daughter's not here to help, but I think I got it. They're very feisty little animals, but I got one. Maybe have one. I had to keep her in there, him or her. And I do not know the sex because I don't know how to sex them. So I will watch them. It would be better if there were 2 females and 1 male in here. Then we would have 2 males, 3 females. So we'll see. I put more eggs in the incubator last night, so hopefully we'll get some more. My plan with these, in case you do not know, is to get enough outside to continue to produce eggs. I will continue to hatch them, and once I have enough, I'm gonna cull them or butcher them or however, and then we're going to eat them. Okay, so those are the 2 that we have already. They don't seem very feisty, but who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and put the 3 that I have in here, and then I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on them. Those 2, one likes to sit in the corner over there, one likes to sit down here in the bottom. So I have a water and a feeder at the top. I have a water and a feeder at the bottom. Once I'm done with this box, I'm gonna cut it in half, and hopefully that'll be a place for them to go ahead and hide if they need to. When I was reading online, it did say that it's better to do like 3 or 4 birds at a time. So this worked out well because I had 3 birds that hatched in the last hatching. What do you need? She's molting. Look at her feathers on the tail. Looks terrible. How can I help you? You better not peck me. Not in my face anyway. Say hey. Say hey to the people. No? So, got a bunch of strawberry runners. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. Kind of want to put them in some pots. More strawberries, nothing wrong with that. They had kind of run out in between the pepper plants, so I just pulled them before I put the cardboard down. Before we switch over to the loofah, the sun is out. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on in this strawberry bed, because right now it's just a whole bunch of strawberry plants in one spot, and I need to thin them out. So that's one that I planted to get a runner to grow earlier this year, and it worked. They're on the outside. I'm just gonna pull them because I don't really have a space for all of these strawberries. This is a mess. There's another one that I planted and didn't come back for. And now there's 2 in there. Yeah, this is a whole entire mess, y'all. So many runners just rooted themselves. And there's another one. So basically all I'm doing is going through and pulling the runners that rooted themselves and giving space to other plants. To the ones that look more mature, I'm just giving them more space. The runners is what I'm pulling. I probably should have kept up with this during the season, but I had so many other things that I was doing, and so I did not. All right, so I think that's good enough. I've gotten quite a few of them out here. When this winter comes, these will probably die back, but they will come back next year because strawberries are perennial, so they'll keep growing. And then even once the main plant stops producing, it will throw runners like this. And I should have, like I said, paid more attention to this throughout the year and pulled the runners at that time. But no worries. So there's one thing that you don't really see me do on my channel, and that's save seeds. I have to get better at doing that, especially because if you save seeds from a vegetable that you grew, each year that you grow it, from what I understand, it gets more hardier to your area. So I do want to start doing that more often. So I'm going to grab these amaranth plants and I'm just going to put the actual flower portion in this bag because amaranth has a lot of just extra things that's not the seeds, and so you have to separate them. And I think I could do it with like a fan. I could put a fan on them low and it'll blow off all of the excess stuff. I can't think of the name of it right now. I will show you. Amaranths have really small seeds. See it right there are the amaranth seeds. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a whole bunch of amaranth growing right here next year just from volunteers, because they dried really well on the plant, and I'm sure these seeds have fallen. And so now I am just going to go ahead and cut those plants out. And then there are a bunch of little baby loofah on the loofah plant. But let me tell y'all something. I tried them loofah cooked. It might have been too big, so I'm gonna try it again. But it was bitter to me, and it also tasted very earthy. So I'm gonna try it again, and I will let y'all know what I think about that. So they say you should cut the loofah when they are the size of a cucumber. So I feel like this is close to the size of a cucumber, so I'm gonna try it. Probably tonight. I'm very interested to know if it was just too big or if it's just not a tasty vegetable. And there's another big one that grew. I'm gonna take it in the house with the rest of them and see if I can get it to dry. But that's another one from when I thought we were gonna have a frost and I didn't take out the plant, but I cut them. That's another one that grew. They were really trying, y'all. Look at all of the little baby loofah that I had. They were trying. Next year I'm definitely just gonna plant them a little bit earlier. It's cool. Yeah, it would have been amazing. It would have been like an amazing harvest if I had gotten these. That's one little piece of a vine with all those loofah on it. Like, how exciting is that, just to know that it would have. The amount of fairy lights that were harmed during that process is, it makes my heart hurt. But anywho, I'll have to get some more. Anyway, the loofah plants are gone. And so they're here and they're there. I'm gonna let them compost in place in the orchard area, kind of like a mulch for the orchard area, because grass is starting to grow over here. Because this is straight in ground. I did put some cardboard down when I did it, but there's grass starting to grow. So I'm gonna let it compost in place kind of as a mulch, and also it'll give back to the soil over here. So it looks like a whole entire mess over here now, but most of these things are gonna die back anyway. There's oregano and stuff over here, but the trees and stuff are gonna die back, and I'm gonna prune them and everything. And so next year, all of those loofah should have given back to the soil over here. Look at all the stuff I got today. That's the last of summer. There are green bean plants still down there, and the dahlias are still out there. So I think that's the only thing of summer that's left. Green bean dahlias. Oh, there's 2 basil plants, but I'm literally doing nothing with them, and I'm not even taking care of them, if I can be honest. So thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I will see you all on Wednesday. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram at Miss MS Asia Spratly, where I post about the things going on in the garden almost every day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, I hope to see you on Wednesday. Bye.